Hi guys, back here with another build for you for Diablo, and this time we're going to do a build for the Barbarian. I wanted to do another one because basically the Barbarian is one of the more popular classes, especially when you're starting the game. It's quite an easy class to play because you can just run headlong in and you're a tank. You can take ever such a lot of damage, you can give out a fair amount of damage, and it's all good when you're starting the game. You're probably overpowered when you're starting the game, but what happens when you get right up to Inferno, the Barbarian, in my mind anyway, isn't the best class to play for Inferno, because it doesn't matter how much armor you've got, you will die in Inferno if you get yourself caught in surrounded by mobs. So this build is for Inferno, for the Barbarian, and it's basically taken into account that you should try and make your build so you've got really good mobility, a fair amount of armor as well, because you're a Barbarian, it's one of your primary stats, but you want to make sure that you've got ever such a lot of mobility and stun resistance, because that's how you get yourself into problems when you get stunned and so on. So I'm going to put I'll load the skills into the slot so you can see how it works, and you can let me know what you think, but give it a go for Inferno, for the Barbarian, and see how you do. Basically, for your primary skill, we're going to go for Frenzy. Swing for 110% weapon damage. Frenzy attack speed increases by 15% with each swing, and this effect can stack up to 5 times for a total bonus of 75% attack speed. And the skill rune that you want to go with that is Triumph. Killing an enemy with Frenzy heals you for 8% of your maximum life over 6 seconds. Okay, for your secondary skill, we're going to stick with the good old Hammer of Ancients. Call forth a massive hammer to smash enemies directly in front of you for 200% weapon damage. Hammer of the Ancients has a 5% increased critical hit chance, and you want to go for Thunderstrike for your skill rune. Whenever you kill an enemy with Hammer of the Ancients, every other enemy within 10 yards is stunned for 3 seconds. Now basically with this build, what you want to do is you're not so stunning an enemy is as good as, well, not as good as killing them, but in Inferno you want to try and stop as many mobs attacking you as possible with good mobility and stunning them, because if they can't attack you, they can't damage you, and your life just goes down so quickly in Inferno. So defensive, you want to go for Furious Charge. Rush forward, knocking back enemies and inflicting 195% weapon damage to enemies along the path of the charge. So go with that one. And you want to go for Merciless Assault. Cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds for every target hit. The effect can reduce the cooldown by up to 10 seconds. And so if you get a good hit on that, you can normally use it straight away again. For Might, you want to go for Ignore Pain. Reduces all damage taken by 65% for 5 seconds, and to make that stronger, you want to go for Iron Hide. It increases the duration. Okay, now for tactics, talking about that speed, you want to go for Sprint. Increases movement speed by 40% for 3 seconds. Last thing you want to do in Inferno is get surrounded, so this one will increase your speed. And if you go with Gangway, you slam through enemies, knocking them back and inflicting 25% weapon damage. Handy to clear a path. For your Rage slot, you want to go for Warcry. Unleash a rallying cry to increase armor for you and all allies within 50 yards by 20% for 60 seconds. So, I mean, you can never have enough armour in Inferno, and it's actually, I mean, you want a decent amount of armour because you're a barbarian, but it's actually not going to help you that much, but you still need some. Stick impunity with it. All your resistances are increased by 50% while affected, so that can help you out and stop you from being stunned and so on. And the passives that you want to go for is Superstition, reduces all non-physical damage by 20%. Whenever you take damage from a ranged or elemental attack, you have a chance to gain 3 Fury. Then you want to go for Relentless. While below 20% life, all skills cost no Fury and all damage taken is reduced by 50%. Very handy in Inferno because that will happen a lot and it can save you. For your last one, your last passive, you want to go for Juggernaut. The duration of control impairing effects on you are reduced by 20%. In addition, whenever a stun, fear, immobilize or charm is cast on you, you have a chance to recover 15% of your maximum life. Last thing you want to do in Inferno is get caught, stunned and so on. So that's the build. Basically it's a good Inferno build. Give it a go. The main thing that is doing for you is boosting your speed, and it's not a full like tanking build. It should give you a bit more mobility with the Barbarian and get you out some tight spots. Okay guys, give it a go and let me know what you think. Cheers.